Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at another new model for the Black Templars. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. The Execrator will make sure that you keep your vow to kill absurd amounts of heretics. Space Marine chaplains are wrathful and uncompromising, but when you have a chapter like the Black Templars who already fight with the fury of 1,000 suns, it takes a special kind of righteous rage to stand out from the pack. Those who find their true calling, bellowing sermons from the front lines, find new purpose amongst the Emperor's Crusaders, and any with a particular predilection for smashing skulls in close combat are given the special rank of Execrator. Alright, so we got a brand new model coming with the new Black Templars. Let's take a look. Alright, so absolutely epic. We basically have like a new Black Templar specific sort of like chaplain-esque model. He's got the skull face of the normal chaplain. He's got the Crozius Arcanum chained to his wrist. And then of course he's got a little flame pistol. We got the typical like chaplain bones. We got the tilt shield. We got the iron halo. Absolutely awesome model. And unlike most of like the normal stoic looking chaplains, this one is very Black Templar-esque, charging forward in an action pose. Definitely a huge fan of this new model. It is the divine duty of the Execrators to ensure the Black Templars' holy vows are fulfilled in battle, inspiring comrades with their own feats of martial prowess. They are often first to the breach and last to fall, terrifying enemies with their sheer brutality of their assaults and spurring allies to join them in the melee. Okay, very cool. Not sure exactly how that translates to game terms, but definitely some awesome little bit of lore right there. Accordingly, their remorseless prosecution drives the unit they join into a berserk fury, letting them charge in the same turn as they advance. This makes a tooled up squad of sword brethren into a terrifying cruise missile of a unit, if missiles were made of blades and hammers, even before factoring in the Execrator's own fighting skills. If you opt to leave the Pyre Pistol at home, he can pack a master-crafted power sword in addition to his Crozius, giving the mad lad 8 2-damage attacks every time he fights. Okay, so definitely some important stuff right here. So the remorseless prosecution is going to give the unit that he joins advance and charge. Absolutely epic. This is a massive, massive thing that you want to have in close combat armies, especially if it's attached to a character, which means you can give it to multiple units. Typically, we'll see this as like an army or detachment rule, so you can affect the entire army. Or sometimes we'll see an enhancement or stratagem, but the only problem with those is that it's limited to like one unit or once per phase. But with a character that has that ability built into their datasheet, that means you can have basically 3 of these guys attached to 3 different units advancing and charging. Absolutely epic. And then on top of that, it says that you can leave home the Pyre Pistol, and then he would have 8 2-damage attacks every time he fights. So I'm not sure exactly how that works. Typically, if you take like 2 weapons, you're going to have the option between one or the other. Maybe if this guy is armed with both, he gets to attack with both of them as he gets like extra attacks. So that factors in as additional attacks to his normal Crozius, instead of the option to choose one profile or the other. But we'll have to wait and see once we see the actual datasheet. But so far, this dude is an absolute auto-include. I think most Black Templar armies are going to be rocking 3 of him.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
All right, and then here we can see a different angle and some different options. So here we see the Crozius with the sword. Absolutely awesome. This is definitely the way I'm going to be building mine. We also have another angle with the Pyre Pistol. And then, of course, in the bottom right-hand corner, we have him holding a relic skull chained to his wrist. So presumably that will have some additional benefits. Or perhaps that's just for look and style. But definitely love this model. Absolutely epic pose right here. Charging forward, awesome rules. Definitely going to be an auto-include in any Black Templars army. You'll be able to get your hands on the Execrator as well as the spiffy new Crusade Ancient when Codex Supplement Black Templars arrives on the scene later this year. Alright, so we don't know when the Black Templar Codex Supplement is coming out, but now we have seen 2 new characters. We saw the Crusade Ancient, who has some nice rules for fight on death and an awesome model. And then we have the Execrator that's going to give you advance and charge and a whole host of attacks. We don't know if there's going to be more coming from the Black Templars, but I'm going to keep my hopes up and keep my eyes open. Let me know what you think of the brand new model and the brand new datasheet so far. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I will definitely be picking up 3 of this bad boy. And I'm out of here.